Basically, I want to get into a little bit about why pressure flips are hate it, why they're weird to learn, why they're making a comeback. This is the entire history of pressure flips, or at least my theory of it. Full disclosure, pressure flip reigning supreme in like the early 90s. I wasn't there for it. I mean, I was there for it, but I wasn't skating yet. But I do know a great deal about it because I grew up skating with all the older guys, and they told me the story back then. So I remember all the older guys could do pressure flips, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, they would just randomly do it in skate. I was like, what a cool trick. And they were like, no, it's not. And then explain to me why it's not. So, but we're going to skate too. I don't want to do like a sitting and nothing but talking video. I'll also explain what makes pressure flips way easier, what kind of board you want, why this board's insanely difficult to do it with.
Oh, easy.
Trick, super easy. I'm always scared of them. Nollie back lip, everyone can do them. I'm gonna do one right now. That trick. It is so easy to do, and like I always overthink them. Okay, nollie this high, and then just slide it back lip. Oh, Wally.
Oh, go and fake it. Oh, that did not look uncomfortable.
Okay. I don't have a lot of control over nollie back 180s. So I think I gotta pop like I'm like setting up for like a nollie back heel. Like put my foot in the heel side pocket, like put my toe in the heel side pocket. Hit a rock before I go. When it's hot, this coping gets soft, so you can't like, you get like lucky if you grind. Sometimes it goes, for whatever reason, like crooks usually go good, but yeah, nose grind's not the move. Here's the trick I just learned in the video the other day.
What? That was first try.
They're so easy, like not even a trick.
And he said he just learned that trick the other day. Oh, money, baby.
I kind of nose pulled the flat bar. I bet I slide about an inch. Oh, that might have been 2 inches.
Oh.
Someone requested I learn this trick in the comments.
Did you learn that trick or this trick? To learn that trick?
I don't know a flat bar, but they don't know that, so I'm learning it technically for them. I'm relearning it.
Damn. Whoa! You said relearning that trick? I was wondering, like...
Yeah, I've done it before. I've never done it to fakie.
I mean, I was just thinking, I learned that trick because I think I saw you do it.
Yeah, I did it on the parking block at Cherry, and I done it down the... No, I never landed that, actually. Never mind. I was going to say, I tried it down the... Or I did it down the double set rail at Chevy Chase, but I only got into one and I stopped trying because when I landed on it, I landed like this, and it's so slippery I shot out. Once again, didn't get hurt, but it scared the crap out of me because, like, I got some knee injury fears. Like, that's just scary. Oh, I'll try that trick to fakie, like, body varial, switch front board.
To fakes?
All right.
Oh, wheel bite. Oh.
It's scary to fakie. It's like, the one to regular feels like the body varial 270 trick that I do. The one to fakie feels like I'm doing an ollie body varial, like a straight one.
Got it.
What? I mean, I touched really hard, but like,
Dude, that was pretty cool for first try.
I've never done that trick before.
And you've never done that trick before? Dude, that was basically a first try learn, like on the spot.
Except for I didn't learn it. But yeah, no, it was it.
Alright, well, redo that. Redo.
I'll try the nollie one.
Oh!
I forgot what I was gonna show. Oh yeah, body roll spin.
Oh, we're doing it on the way back. Oh! That was to fake it for like 0.2 seconds. Oh.
I missed.
Oh, yo! Come on, yo. Damn, there it is, a new challenge.
He tried to throw it over there, and he went like this and it went that way.
Who's got the butterfingers?
I mean, I feel like it's hot enough that this is probably gonna dry in like 5 minutes. I actually have a towel in my car, but by the time I went and got it, it would be dry. So let's take this time to talk about pressure flips, huh? Should we start off with how they work, or should we talk about why they're canceled, or what? Why they're uncanceled?
Wait, hold on. First things first, I want to know if you can do one. Can you pressure flip?
Why are you doing this? Why would you say that? Okay, I'll show you the try. I've done them in videos. I just suck at them.
Oh, that was almost it.
I mean, like...
Damn, dude, gets one pair of etnies and can't pressure flip?
Dude, I've always sucked at that trick. Here's why it's hard on this board. This taper in right here. You see how it like cuts in early? I was actually comparing this to a regular shape the other day because I was trying to figure out my shape. And these, like normal boards, don't start tapering until about here and then they round. So this comes out pretty much the same distance as a regular tail, or nose, I should say. But the issue is since it cuts in earlier, you have less room here to get this motion. If this stuck out more, because if you don't know this, pressure flip is not like a flick. Your front foot doesn't do anything. The curvature of your tail rocks the flip. This thing's more straight right here, so it doesn't want to do that. For the same reason that, like, if you have a perfectly square tail, 360 flips are hard, because when it gets to that corner, it teeters weird. Pressure flips are hard for tails that, like, taper in. Plus, my trucks are wider than my board, which makes it even more complicated. So, the perfect thing to do it on, for me, like, if I have just a deck with no wheels or no trucks, it's really easy for me to get that to happen, and I can pressure flip really high. So the deal is, if you want to pressure flip, here's how I think about it. I try to make my foot, this is coming from a guy who sucks at pressure flips, by the way. I try to make my foot touch the ground. Because if my foot touches the ground, I know that it went down far enough. I'm not going to land this one, but it'll get the point across. Like, it started to do the trick that, well, you can pressure flip, so you do it.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah. Well, you can do it on my board?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to do it.
I mean, if you can. I don't think you can.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of cheat when I pressure flip. I guess everybody does them different. You and I definitely do them different.
Why?
I put my foot here.
It's where I put my foot, is right here.
Oh, dude, why are you copying me?
Oh, you're right.
Alright, let's see. Your trucks are loose though. It makes it harder.
Oh, that also does not make it easier. Yeah, see?
Oh, push the rewind, new trick. Oh, I was gonna cheat and do it the other way.
What's the other way?
Oh, the hard flip way. You haven't done this? Like this. It's the reverse way, I guess.
Yeah, you don't got it.
So loose.
Do it on your board. So Andy's new board is missing a cutout, so it causes that teeter point to be further back. That's why he can do pressure flips with his foot all the way on the tip of the tail. His new shape, his old shape. I was there at a skate park when he was refiguring out how to pressure flip this board, and Andy struggled to figure him out. Because it's like, it's a different spot that you have to use. So it's like him exploring his own skateboard with pressure flips. It was pretty funny to watch. I think I actually filmed it and put it in a video. I could be wrong though. But you see how like he does it off the nose where there's not like a non-existent nose, and it gives you so much clearance to get a good pop and scoop. Like that's ideal for pressure flips in my opinion.
What's that corner?
I see it. Woo! My peripheral game's almost as good as your pressure flip game. So yeah, smaller, skinnier boards with tighter truck, preferably trucks that are slightly, like maybe like a quarter size less than your board or like an eighth size less than your board. Perfect pressure flip board. Oh, I should have done that that one. Ow.
Damn, what a baby foot tap.
Oh, that was so close to not being terrible. I like set it down, but I still didn't like touch. Like it's like, because of the curve, I was like here. Ah, so touchy. That little teeny touch at the end, which was supposed to be a switch ollie, but it ended up just being a fucking.
There we go.
Let's try a couple switch ones. This is gonna be the hard one. I don't think I've ever switched barrel flipped up a curve before. I think I can do this. It's gonna be a little bit of a battle, but I think I got it. Oh, okay. Even that felt cool. I just switched barrel flipping up a curve. Try a couple regular ones.
Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? You get the eye of the tiger. You animal, you really trying to get two in a row like that, huh?
If I would have just done that one, I'd have been so happy. Do the body rail front board thing. Ooh!
Almost got stuck.
So spooky. Woo! Are you gonna try it forward or fakie?
Whatever comes out.
Oh no. Y'all want to fakes?
Yeah. Does that count?
Yeah. Why would it not?
Moment of truth.
Stick it, W.
That was kind of scary.
Looked really scary. I wish I didn't film his first try earlier. Oh, it was big spooky. Okay, I'm gonna chime in here real quick in my classic setting my ring light in my living room with the board wall behind me, especially because I love this Lurkville board. Anyways, why are they so hated, or why did they die out? So I don't know if you know this, but in the early 90s, every single skater was doing crazy pressure flip variations. In fact, a lot of the circus tricks that you see these days, that you see like the flat ground skaters doing, or even skaters like Jeff Wanson doing these bizarre bigger spin tricks downstairs, or Jamie Griffin doing these crazy flat ground stuff. All that stuff's pretty much already happened, and it was all done in the early 90s, and it was all down big loading docks. There was a point in time where style was completely irrelevant, and I think we could thank the East Coast for the real push for style to be a thing again. But there was just a lot of like over technicality in skateboarding, where it was all about doing the most and not necessarily doing the best, which is subjective. When you watch early skate videos, or if you go on YouTube and just look up pressure flip compilations, you will see the craziest nollie variation, pressure flip, body varial, double flips you've ever seen. Stuff that would make Andy Anderson in a game of skate about the barracks be like, is that a trick? Like, there's just some bizarre stuff that's been done out there. The issue with the bizarre stuff, it is very difficult to make something over the top technical look good, and pressure flips themselves tend to be a little sloppy. But I think the bigger picture of why pressure flips died has to do with it being, for a moment, this hot trick that everyone was doing. If everyone's going out doing the exact same trick and all the variations gets done, what's the point of continuing to go? And we've actually seen this happen recently. This is not a one-time bizarre occurrence. If you remember, in sometime in the teens of the 2000s, Metrogram was at an all-time high, and there was this crazy abundance of late body varial tricks, specifically from people from Colorado. That Colorado Springs skate park, that Dylan Fox kid, I think his name was, and all of his friends were doing every late body varial every which way. And because of those tricks kind of trending, every skater and every hometown hero went out and decided to learn them too. So now you have everyone connected via Instagram obliterating this trick, whereas like pressure flips like had a run for like a year or two, maybe even 3 years before it was like completely died out. These body varial things got ran through in what feels like was 2 months. Everyone could do every variation. I remember like sitting down in a garage and be like, okay, I guess I'll figure this out too. Turns out it feels disgusting, so I'm not worried about it. And it's very rare to see these body rail tricks done today, because even though some of the variations look pretty cool, for the most part, they've kind of become like a no-no. They never even really got the chance to get done down like really big obstacles, because it was just kind of like, that got played out, moving on. With the exception of Clint Walker did a body varial, like not the late style one, down a 5 flat 5 flat 5, which I feel like a lot of people don't know about. That was ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, same thing with pressure flip. All the pressure flips got done, tons of variations. It kind of got swept under the rug, and it would get brought back up randomly. I remember Caswell Berry had one down the 4 block in Barcelona in the beginning of his Bag of Suck part, and I remember thinking it was really cool. Eric Ellington had a really cool one. Nate Sherwood sort of had a satirical, goofy career doing pressure flips and making skateboarding puns. Might have even had a part in a Logic video doing pressure flips, but they don't look very good. But I don't know if you've noticed, every single gross skateboard trick of the past has been like reformatted to look good. So now you can see some pretty cool looking pressure flips. But yeah, next we'll get into why they're making a comeback, in my opinion.
New trick alert. Oh, that's probably not a new trick. What a tease! You were like right about to get it in, but you didn't.
I don't know if I've done this one before. I'm just trying to get some like fundamental board control things back, like relearn my deck rails. Just being off the board for so long, it's like there's all these little tricks that you got to kind of re-figure out.
Yes!
That was it, right?
Yo, that was dope. I have no idea what that was. Hey, those are illegal in the state of California. You know that, right? Hey, what was the trick you did going that way?
Oh, really locked in. Switch front hurricane, but I locked in so good you couldn't even see it.
Oh, I thought you were in for a second.
I'd really like to do a front salad and pop out to the side I came from, you know what I mean?
Damn, that would be sick. Are you calling it out? Are you doing it right here? Is that what's going on? I knew it. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I can't get into it.
Dude, that looks so scary. It looks like you're gonna get stuck every time, but like, you get away from it.
It's funny because I expect to get stuck every time I try it.
Whoa, what? Dude, you gotta stop playing with my emotions. Like,
You see something really wild?
no, I want you to land it. Cause you got me all hyped up for this switch hurricane.
I'm gonna try to backflip the flat bar, which will definitely take more tries than switch front hurricane.
Oh no. First try, calling it. Oh! Oh, that was in.
That grind?
A little bit, that was good. That was in there.
Was it?
It was kind of in there.
That was about as in there as that backsmith idea. Said he's feeling so lazy today, he wishes his board had a nose. That's when you know it's tough.
Maybe just a little fish with a little kick. Just a baby one.
I mean, why did we come to the only like metal park in our area on the hottest day ever? Oh, the in between. Definitely not intentional, but I like it. Oh my God.
Hey, you got a buddy up there. Oh!
I gotta not do that.
Oh! I might have got that. It might have been like halfway filming, like halfway through the trick, but.
I've never tried that before. There's these kids just chasing each other all over the park now. I literally learned that first try as he was standing up. So, guaranteed it's about to be a battle. It was like sturdy too. Like I got into the switch manual and I switch ollied out. I'll give it 10 tries and you just have to believe me.
Dude, I feel so bad. He did it so clean too. One more.
Yeah, pressure flips, not the prettiest trick. Why is everyone doing them again? Well, one I think is like the idea of there's this trick that everyone could do and there was this huge gap and no one really played with them. So the first time you see them, I remember my first time seeing a pressure flip, I was like, whoa, what the heck was that? And then they explained to me what it was and why they didn't like it. And I was just like, oh, well, I thought it was fine. So it's sort of like this, not forbidden trick, but just the fact that it's kind of like taboo made a lot of people like kind of learn it. And it's a good trick for a game of skate. But something that has happened in the past, I would say 8 years, is an extreme focus on aesthetic and making tricks look good. And skaters have really been figuring out how to make tricks look good. Tricks like even varial flips and impossibles were also forbidden for a long time and only were reserved for very few skaters. Now people figured out how to do them and make them look good. The board control has changed so much. We have it down to such a science, as silly as that sounds, that it's like people are making willy grinds look cool. People are making ride-on grinds with goofy flip tricks out look sick based on like the spot selection that they do. It's almost the ultimate test for showing your ability by making a gross trick look really good. My favorite skateboarders are ones who would always kind of branch out and do like, this is kind of a lame trick, but I'm going to do it in this way. One of the main ones that comes to mind is Brian Anderson's Ender in Yeah Right. Fakie varial flip is an extremely difficult trick to make not look crop dusty and gross, and he fakie varial flips a 9 stair for his Ender and catches it above the stairs by like a decent margin. And I just remember thinking like, okay, I can fakie varial flip them flat, but I do not understand how someone would do that down something that big and control it like that. Impossible is another one that really kind of became hot again due to Dylan Reeder, namely the one that he did over that bench, kind of changed the course of that trick. Like Greg Leska had one in almost round 3, and I remember everyone being like, ew, why do you do that? Jerry Asu would throw him out on flat ground in a couple video parts, like as like a goof around trick, and I always thought it was kind of cool, but it was still like, nah, it's kind of circusy. But now, impossible, every kid can do them. And I think skateboarding's always going to go in cycles. But right now, it really does seem like there's not really any forbidden tricks. It's a free-for-all. Skateboarding has finally branched out wide enough to where it's like, okay, do any trick you want, and just try to do it good. So gatekeeping isn't so much surrounded on what you do, but more so how you do it now, which I think is a kind of a cooler place for it, though I don't really like the idea of like gatekeeping to any extreme in general. But I don't think anyone should feel bad about the way that they enjoy something versus the way that the vast majority of people think you should enjoy it. But such is life. Life's not fair and it's not kind. Yeah, but that's my little shtick on pressure flips. I've done a few. I don't like the way they feel. I've seen a couple that I kind of like the way they look, but it's few and far between, and if anything, I'm honestly probably being biased on who did it. I really do like the Castleberry one. Shout out to Victor for filming. He has a YouTube channel, link in description.